Hello and welcome to my channel. It's your boy, Tranquil Comrade, and today we're going to be learning about all of these fossils and bugs, and Blathers is going to be the one who teaches us. Let's see. We have an Acanthostega, Ammonite, Ammonite, probably, I don't know, Anomalocaris. I definitely should have looked up the names before I started. A Trilobite, I actually knew that one. Ammonite. Yep. That one's just amber. I can pronounce that. Not to flex, but ooh, that's crazy. I grabbed all of my tools except for my slingshot. Anyway, it's fine. Just gonna keep going. Let's see. This guy is a Plesiosaurus. I don't need to bring the whole thing to him. A Quetzalcoatlus. And an Archelon. This guy's a mammoth. And over here I have a honeybee, an Orchid Mantis, a scorpion, an emperor butterfly, a wasp. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that one up. What was that? A firefly, a wasp, Atlas moth, a peacock. Okay, that cricket mole needs to go away. Those bother me so much. If you didn't know, sometimes you can hear cricket, and it's a bug that lives underground. You kind of just have to sound like just walk in a direction, and if it gets louder, that's the direction of the cricket mole. Yeah. And then you use your shovel to dig it up. I've always heard the cricket and then just kind of ignored it, because I knew I wouldn't be able to find it. Alright, Blathers. Wake up, buddy boy. Tell me about the Acanthostega fossil. By my beak, what you have here is an Acanthostega. Acanthostega. Said to be one of the earliest amphibians. It existed well before dinosaurs. Because they lived as fish not long before, they still had gills and very webbed hands to toss away the life they knew and venture into unknown lands. They must have been very brave. Does it still count as bravery if you have no understanding of what you're doing? Dang, Blathers. You're on their neck. Don't let them breathe. Tell me about Ammonite. Ammonites were creatures that lived before and all the way through the age of dinosaurs. Because different species lived at different times, their shells are sometimes used as index fossils. In other words, these creatures act as markers in their time, helping to identify the age of other formations. That's pretty cool. Who knows what other secrets lie hidden in those spiral shells? Tell me about Anomalocaris. Anomalocaris. Anomalocaris lived in the water long before the dinosaurs and are known for their distinctive look. Flat bodies over 3 feet in length, bulging eyes like a dragonfly, antennae like shrimp tails. They looked so peculiar. They looked so peculiar that people originally thought that they were multiple fossils stacked on top of each other. As a delightful side note, Anomalocaris means abnormal shrimp. Obviously, this animal has a certain reputation in the scientific community. Let's see. The Trilobite. Trilobites were ancient and extinct before the dinosaurs ever appeared. It boggles the mind who. They were also one of the most successful classes of animal ever, existing for over 300 million years. Some 50,000 species have been identified in sizes ranging from 3 millimeters to over 2 feet. Alas, that is the very limit of my enthusiasm for them, though. They look rather too much like bugs. Miloconmingia. The Miloconmingia is said to be one of the oldest fish-like animals. It lived well before the dinosaurs. It was about an inch long and seems to have had no lower jaw. It is awe-inspiring imagining such ancient life. There's much we still don't know. We may yet discover even older organisms with even fewer jaws. My feathers. I'm gonna start a petition to get Tom Nook to raise Blathers' pay so that he can purchase all the fossils he needs. Next up, we have amber. Amber is formed from the sap of ancient trees that hardened over time. Because of its beauty, it has often been traded and used as jewelry throughout history. However, individual specimens may contain ancient plants or insects trapped inside of them. These are valuable resources for learning about ancient eras, such as when the dinosaurs roamed. And this is why they are sometimes displayed in certain, exceptional museums. Like mine. You deserve to be proud. But not too proud, because I'm the one who put them in this museum. I discovered these creatures. Let's see, bestie. Tell me about Plesiosaurus. Ah, yes, the Plesiosaurus is a classic of the ancient reptile world. That long, graceful neck, the wee little head, and the plump turtle-like body make for a striking silhouette. Yeah, I think it looks like the Loch Ness Monster. Maybe the Loch Ness Monster is a surviving Plesiosaurus. Incidentally, despite the saurus name, it wasn't actually a dinosaur. Common error, but they were surely a majestic sight, swimming in those ancient seas like a long-necked rubber ducky. I actually chose the Plesio because it's one of the fossils that I just thought looked the coolest. Quetzals, Quetzals? No, that doesn't even sound right. Quetzals and Archelons are also some fossils that I think are really cool. I think the other one I wanted to do was the Megalo, but I only have the left side. I am looking for the right side, so if you have one, please hit me up. They're my favorite fossil. They're so pretty. By my beak, what you have there is a Quetzal dorsal. The Quetzalcoatlus is the undisputed ruler of the skies, at least during the Cretaceous period. It had a magnificent wingspan of roughly 36 feet, making it one of the largest flying animals ever. While it no doubt soared magnificently, we know now that it also crawled on all fours. Wow, that's like really creepy. That's some sci-fi space monster stuff. It's a bit disappointing, really. This illustrious sky god scrabbling on the ground like a common beetle. Damn. They say you should never meet your heroes. Aw. My feather. Blathers is just so cute. I love this man. I thought it was cool because it looked like a big sea turtle. It was a sort of huge sea turtle, the largest thus far found, if you want to know. They were very sizable, some 13 feet long, with a shell the size of a small car, if you're into that sort of thing. They likely ate seaweed, shrimp, octopus, and possibly ammonites, given the air involved. It seems certain giant turtles had to be prima donnas and eat some of the oldest life forms on Earth. I actually don't know what turtles eat. I don't know why, but I feel like it's lettuce. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or don't. Let me continue living in my ignorance. Mammoths, the bad boys and girls of the ancient mammal world. So woolly, so unkempt. Yeah, I know Blathers likes himself a bad boy. Considering who his roommate is. They are, of course, most famous for their size, which could be up to 13 tons for the largest males. But they were subject to no one's rules, and some species were smaller than modern elephants. Scientists have pondered for years, were mammoths the coolest of all extinct species? Perhaps so. Don't apologize. You've done nothing wrong, Blathers. Tell me about it. Let's see. The honeybee. I know he's gonna freak out every time now. dare I say, ew, that is a honeybee. Do be careful and do not release it from its cage. I shudder at the very thought. Did you know it takes a team of honeybees working together to transform flower nectar into honey? Indeed, forager bees suck nectar from flowers into their honey stomachs and then fly it to the hive. Hive bees then chew the substance and spit it into the honeycomb, fluttering their wings to dry it out. Yes, you could say honey is a tasty tribute to the hard work of the humble honeybee. Oh my, you mustn't confuse my lengthy description for admiration. At the end of the day, honeybees are still insects and thus still ghastly. A wee bit less ghastly than most, I must admit. And that is all I have to say about that. Now if you please put away your honeybee. I am going to be torturing Blathers from here on out. I think the Orchid Mantis is really pretty, but Blathers does not share my sentiments. The Orchid Mantis is a bug whose brilliant colors and petal-shaped limbs give it the look of a flower. This masterful mimicry allows it to hide from predators and among the orchids. Okay. But oh, this fraudulent flower, it lures other insects in to drink its nectar and makes a meal of them instead. Imagine to behold a beautiful bud only to discover it's a bug instead. A repulsive revelation indeed. And that is all I have to say about that. I love how he stops rambling. An apology. Wow, that scorpion drawing is really pretty. I love how he stops apologizing for ranting if it's a bug. The scorpion. How should I put this? Those legs, those pincers, that tail and that venomous stinger. It's as if someone took all the most awful insect parts and put them together to make the scorpion. All scorpions are venomous, you know, though I understand that only a few kinds are truly deadly. I fear I might die just thinking about it. He's so cute. I love when he whispers it. And then he says, put it away. Get it out of my face. That's disgusting. Yeah, sure, I'll just pull out another one. I can't believe he hates on some of the most beautiful insects. I can't lie though, I am kind of scared of butterflies. They're scary. They're pretty, but I don't want one to touch me. The emperor butterfly is called the jewel of the forest, but its vivid blue hue, ew, let me tell you, the color does not come from a dye, but rather from light reflecting off layers of translucent scales. Ew. Oh, no, that is actually gross, he's right. Yes, butterfly wings are covered in tiny scales. Scales. Butterfly? Bah, more like snake of the sky. Okay, I'm kind of on Blather's side here. He makes some very valid points. Ugh. Are all butterflies covered in scales? I'm gonna cry. That's a horrifying thought. Oh, it's making me itchy. The firefly isn't a fly at all. It is known. Oh, what? The firefly isn't a fly at all. It is a beetle. You see, and one known for its ghastly glowing backside. This light is called bioluminescence, and it is caused by a chemical reaction in the rump. Males flash about in the night sky to attract females, while their larvae turn on the glow to put off predators. Speaking of their yucky young, firefly larvae love to dine on snails. Ew. By the by, it would seem our collection is indeed lacking a firefly. I'll think about it. Tell me about a wasp. Allow me to share a fact with you. Wasps are sometimes called meat bees because they eat meat. They eat meat of almost any sort. They're called meat bees. The heck? Surely you've seen what a menace they make of themselves at picnics. 'Tis hardly the worst of it. What? I don't understand how that's an owl noise. Aggressive predators with venomous stingers, wasps not only hunt and eat other insects, they paralyze their prey, then drag their victims home alive, leaving them for their larvae to feed upon. Aw, man. I'm joining the Blathers hate train for bugs. Holy heck. Suddenly, a simple sting seems quite tolerable. Oh my god, being a bug sounds horrific. I'm excited to learn about the Atlas moth because apparently Flick loves them because he he makes massive sculptures of them. The Atlas moth is a monstrous thing. Not only is it one of the largest moths in the world, I don't think his model is life-size. The tips of its wings look rather like the heads of venomous snakes. Despite its largeness and loathsome looks, the adult Atlas moth lives only for a few days. That's sad. Oh my gosh. They are kind of scary though. Like sometimes if I'm like walking and one pops up, it jump scares me. I'm not a pug, but those things are huge and the eyes on their backs. It emerges from its cocoon without a mouth, you see, and so cannot eat. I feel for the poor thing, but it is still foul. Tell me about peacock butterflies. Peacock butterflies and emperor butterflies are probably my favorite insects. I really like the Orchid Mantis too. Apparently they're extremely violent. Do be careful. Pretty as a peacock, bah, I say. The wings of the peacock butterfly may have a pattern similar to that of the beautiful bird, but its forewings are also often covered in dark velvety hair. You heard right? Hairy wings. Oh man, Blathers is making me hate these bugs. Ugh. The peacock butterfly was my favorite. Why would you ruin that for me? Ugh. Oh god. A hair-raising revelation indeed. Okay, that was the last one. And I hate bugs now. Thanks, Blathers. Those bug facts were awful, actually. I might have to tag this video as horror. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.